Hey guys, welcome to our channel. So last night after I did that Guns N' Roses one, which some of you said that was actually Guns N' Roses in 1989 with Tom Petty, and I wasn't sure. That's why it wasn't what we were voting on. What I was sure about was that N with those dashes or dots. Um, and Carolyn asked why I didn't take it out of the bag and show it. Well, that's the only album I have with me for the Guns N' Roses that I have right here. I looked. I got more, but they're not right here accessible. So, um, not really sure what they look like. I'm sure they're all gonna, except they're all gonna look the way they look now. Just like when Axl Rose changed AXEL, AXL, and it changed on my album each time. So I'm sure they all look that way. Um, but so last night I got an opportunity to practice what I preached. I was kind of like, I thought that was pretty cool. That cover of Free Fallin'. I'm not sure why they said it. It was 1988. Maybe someone just trying to mess with us. That's why I asked, because you don't know. So, but then I went and listened to one of their songs on Chinese democracy. Remember Chinese democracy? It was supposed to come out in like 98, and it ended up coming out in 2008 instead. A span of 10 years, right? Um, but from the time it was announced till the time it was released. Um, Also, incidentally, but I'll get into that. So I was listening to Better off of that album, and that was probably my favorite song on the album, and it's different now. So, and when I first heard it, I kind of jumped and and then I listened to it again and jumped, and then I got up and went and smoked a cigarette, and then I listened to it again and paced the floor like it bothered me, and then it dawned on me, hey, what did I just say? Like, I try not to let these things bother me too bad. I just try to figure them out, right? It's a little empowering to know that at least I can figure out what happened. Well, that's what we're going to do, even though it's going to end up making me need glasses, and then I'm going to look like a geek. I mean, not everybody does, but I guarantee I'll look like a geek if I put on glasses. So it'll be fun. But it bothered me enough that we're doing it, so right at the beginning of the song, and that's the problem. It's blatant, and I got residue. So right at the beginning of the song, the first thing after they said, "No one ever told me when I was alone. They just thought I'd know better, better." They do that twice, and then what they should do is come out and say, "The hardest part this broken heart has ever yet been through now." And then they actually go on. We've healed the scars that got their start inside someone like you now. All right, but broken. The hardest part this broken heart has ever yet been through now is what I remember, and what it says now, and I'll provide the link, is the hardest part this troubled heart has never yet been through now. Now, I actually have Axl Rose singing the hardest part this troubled heart has ever yet been through now. So he's got it half the way I remember it. I found that, and I'll provide that. It's alive. He's with Slash and Guns N' Roses, the real Guns N' Roses, not the people that he put together for Chinese democracy. It was on the Not in This Lifetime tour. All right. So broken changed to troubled, and ever changed to never. Now, for for reference, if anyone wants the residue for this, for the broken part, well, I got that too, right in the song. So, let's take a look, shall we? And I'll show you where this residue sits. Um, it's up here. It's up here. Ugh, wow. Anyway, somewhere down here in the song, he says, right here, a broken heart provides the spark for my determination. A broken heart provides the spark, not a troubled heart, a broken one, which is what he should say at the beginning of the song. It's right there in the song. So I've got Axel saying ever, and I got a broken heart later on in the song that supports what I'm saying. So we got this figured out. We got our variance percent. Now this would be an opportunity for those who don't know, who weren't following along. If I can get anybody to see this, you got change equals your variance percent times the words in the title plus the words in the song. Two changes in the song equals the variance percent times one word in the title that could change, plus 395 words in the song. 2 equals variance percent times 396, because you got to add the 1, because that could change too. And if you divide 2 by 396 and round up, you get 0.51% variance. That's your variance percent. And I don't have my green marker because it's less than 1%, but I did put it into the chart here, and when I find my green marker, I'll mark it at 0.51. Yeah, I should be rounding them down to the even lines, but I'm not. I'm rounding them to 2. That's what we've been doing. So there it is. It's in the chart. Now, we've also started this decode, but I'm going to do this in parts. So that's it. Guns N' Roses, better. Troubled, changed, or broken changed to troubled, and ever changed to never. You got 2 changes. So I guess you can thumb this up if you remember them opening the song, the hardest part this broken heart has ever yet been through now. You can thumb down if you remember that they've always opened the hardest part this troubled heart has never yet been through now. Hope I got all that. Now, incidentally, I found something odd last night, and I wanted to mention that in this live residue that I found, where Axel opens up singing it, the hardest part this troubled heart has ever yet been through now. I also found, and if you look in the back on the screen, there's an eyeball the whole time, and I kept thinking, why did this song change? Well, that could be a clue, right? That eyeball on the screen in the back. Illuminati. Who's a branch of the Illuminati? Freemasons, right? Masonic Temple. What did we find? Masonic Temple, quantum change. But this one was blatant, guys, and we found something interesting in the decode now, so far. But I wanted to show you guys something. I thought it was interesting, if not anything else, that when Axl Rose did Chinese Democracy, he got Buckethead to replace Slash. All right, Buckethead. 1 second, guys. Excuse me for that. But Buckethead, Slash wore a top hat on his head. Buckethead wore a bucket, like a KFC bucket or something. And what I found interesting, real quickly, that I think it's no coincidence that happened, because if you type top hat into our gematria calculator, it sums to 26 in the full reduction, in the first blue one. All right, top hat sums to 26 in the full reduction. And if you type bucket, which Buckethead wore on his head, and you get in the English ordinal, you get 62, which is a reflection of 26. So if these guys are know, touting the eyeball. They're probably, and they can be in whatever they want. I still love Guns N' Roses. Guilty, sorry. But anyway, no, Top Hat is 26 and Bucket is 62, the reflection of 26. I don't think that's a coincidence that they found somebody that wore a bucket on their head as opposed to a top hat. Just saying. So, throwing it out there. But anyway, I'm going to let this video go with that. Thumb up if you remember the hardest part, this broken heart has ever yet been through now to open the song. Thumb down if you remember the hardest part, this troubled heart has never yet been through now to open the song. And we will come out with, hopefully right behind this, with the stock market decode, in which we did find something really interesting in that already. So stick around for that. And like I said, this will be an opportunity. If you haven't seen how these decodes run, we're going to run one. And Megan, we will get to the Bible one. That's a really long one. And we don't have our stuff out. I don't even have my charts out. I had to start a new chart. But this we can do. It's fairly short and it's bothering me pretty bad. So we're going to try to get to the bottom of this one. So for now, guys, thanks for all your thumbs up, thumbs down. Thanks for all your comments, leads, feedback, and subscriptions. And thanks for watching, guys. And for now, you guys have a great rest of your day. And hopefully, part one of the decode will be coming out soon.